Morbius had a lot of potential. There's a lot of mistakes made. Sony dropped the ball on this one, big time. This is a non-spoiler review of Morbius. Um, Morbius is. I'll just start off. Jared Leto plays a really good Morbius. Um, the powers that he had are spectacular. The action scenes are pretty good, and it's very interesting what Morbius has in store. But the story from the beginning started out pretty decent. It had something really going, but toward that, they started doing a lot of cuts. There's a lot of stuff in this movie that isn't in what you see in the trailers, isn't in what necessarily is in the movie. They cut off so much stuff. Um, Matt Smith is pretty good as a villain, but his story is pretty bad. It could have had potential, but there was a lot missing to flesh out his story for his villain. Tyrese is Tyrese. Um, I gotta say, the love interest in the movie, I really like this actress, but she was okay. But like I said, it's just really lacking. It's just kind of lackluster. The characters are okay, but the story is really bad. They cut off so much. It feels like they're trying to tell different tales, different stories. The world isn't really fleshed out with Morbius. It's okay. It's kind of fun, but it just didn't. It just didn't. It just didn't push, and they didn't really flesh out anything with the story. I think Sony and Marvel's relationship with them cutting, I don't know. I think Sony's trying to do their own thing, but with this Marvel thing, and I think they should let these movies go. I think they should just do Spider-Man. I don't know if this Craven's gonna be any good. I just don't see the way they're doing it is just kind of disjointed. That's really what it is. It's disjointed. It has a lot of holes. A lot of things aren't fleshed out. Certain things don't make sense. They took a lot from Dracula Untold toward the end, and this is a big, big thing that I saw. They ripped the Dark Knight, some of the score from the Dark Knight in the movie, and they ripped the scene from the Dark Knight in the movie, or from Batman Begins, to really be honest. And I was like, wow, that was very unoriginal. He says lines from the Dark Knight Rises. He says lines from the Dark Knight. It has a purely ripped theme from the Dark Knight that Hans Zimmer did. Is pretty ripped, pretty bad. That's what really hurt the movie for me. It's like, dude, you did a blatant rip. Even I know, very disappointing, and I just don't. Guys, this movie has so much potential. The thing that really helped the movie was him using his powers. Just Morbius using his powers. Was very unique. I do say it has he's like Nightcrawler. And I think that's a little bit what I was like, it took a little bit too much from Nightcrawler. But the echolocation is pretty cool. There's just some cool things that happen in the movie. But otherwise the story is like kind of basic. It's a basic story. It's really basic, but nothing. To make this basic story, they did nothing to flesh it out, especially with Matt Smith, because you'll see things don't make sense. Things don't make sense with his character and why he would go this route, and just Ooh, there's a lot. The trailer really doesn't show you what's in this movie because a lot of the stuff is cut out from the trailer. A lot of stuff is cut out from the trailer. This is a movie I would recommend you just wait. Don't go to the theaters and see it. It's not really worth it. But Jujutsu Kaisen, that movie is worth it. But this is a disappointing film. It's not a bad film. Well, it's a bad film, but it's not as bad as, what's the worst film? I don't know. It's a bad film. You can wait for this one. That's it. That's really all I gotta say. Without spoiling the movie. Just the two end credit scenes are, like I said, don't make sense. Morbius doesn't even act like he does in the movie, which the two end credit scenes, and they're weird. I was excited at first. When I was watching this movie, I had a little excitement when I see the scene. When I saw the post credits, I was like, oh, but then I had to sit down and think about it. I was like, yeah, this really doesn't make any sense. I just want to say, I give this movie 2 stars. 2 out of 5. It's a 2. And it's an honest 2 too. It's a realistic 2. It's not a great movie. It's not. I think Battleship is better than this. I mean, it's just, they just didn't follow through with nothing. I mean, they didn't follow right through. It had so much potential, but they just didn't follow through. They cut so much from the movie. It's ridiculous. But that's it. That's my review. Jujutsu Kaisen is my next review. And boy, that's a stellar. That's a stellar right there. News coming up. I know I'm not posting a lot. I have like 3 hot toys that are just refusing to come in now. Gold Armor Wonder Woman 1984, and Ahsoka. Just not getting them. I'm waiting, so it got pushed to May. All 3 pushed to May, but I think hopefully I think Ahsoka will come out in May 5th. But I think the 2 Wonder Womans will be pushed to June, and then they'll come out in June, hopefully. Sideshow at its best, but Hot Toys is they're basically the people in the other countries are getting it first before the U.S. So. Just a long wait, man. And I picked up 2 Harley Quinn heads straight from Toys Wonderland. I can't wait. They're 2 heads that I want to put on the Suicide Squad original movie. So look out for those. But until then, man, Morbius is horrible. And Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm about to put a review on that. Way better. Till next time, peace. Peace out.